Megatron. What's up, internet? I bought Cyberverse Megatron, and I don't like it. First, let's get onto the box. It's your standard box, same thing as always. Product shot, yay. That's pretty much the only difference, because that's usually the only difference on these boxes. So, Megatron. First, let's talk about the accessories you come with, which I didn't realize are off screen. There we go. So he comes with blast effects, as usual. You get two of them. They combine together. You actually have to line up a little notch right there with the cutouts on the actual piece. So they're like that. They're a big choom effect, which you can plug into most 5mm systems, which I'll talk about later. That's what you get there. And then you get Mac Adams' torso, which actually looks really cool. It's really nicely done, well painted. You got the windows there. The wheel on the back is not painted, just like the leg, it's not painted. Also, just so you can see, he's probably going to be like that once it's put together. I went looking for Bumblebee as well, and they didn't have any. So that was surprising to me, but this is it. The plastic is different here and on the joints than it is on the actual toy, so I think the joints are going to be a little bit stronger than usual. Also, he's going to have a torso joint, which is nice to know, but that's basically it for Mac Adams' torso. And I spit on my phone. There we go. Megatron. So this is Megatron in his tank mode. And, oops. And this is the only real solid thing about this toy is his tank mode. I was ready to love this toy. This was the one I wanted the most of the four. And it let me down. So just to get a little up close here so you can take a look at how it looks at the front. The only real bits of paint are this red here, the red and the black on the missile launchers, and some of the black here, and that's about it. Oh, and this little bit of gray on the cannon. Actually, no, I think the cannon's gray that's painted black. I think. Yeah, the cannon, well, no, it's a bunch of different molded parts, so yeah. Anyways, that's the tank. It doesn't rotate. It doesn't go up and down. It rolls. The back's kind of hollow. There is this little peg right here, which is for this thing, so you can have like a boosted tank. It can go, you know. But it's a tank. I mean, what else can you do with it? It's like Optimus Prime is a truck. There's not much you can do with it. So, but yeah, this is really the only solid mode on this toy. So let's just bring in Optimus Prime here so you can see how they look together. Because they do look pretty cool together, I will say. These two need to be centered. They look really cool. He's still the better toy, though. Here he is next to the only other Decepticon that has been released so far. And Shockwave is much bigger. Much bigger. But that's because this guy does kind of squish himself down. So, yeah. Here he is next to his Siege Deluxe, so you can see how that looks. Again, just like Optimus, he's tiny. He's pretty tiny. You know, Bumblebee here. You can kind of see here how small Megatron really is, because he's got like that much. Bumblebee is that much on Megatron, which is interesting. And, you know, blur. Yay, blur. I don't know why I keep showing blur off. But the main comparison I want to do with this guy is the other Deluxe tank former Megatron that everyone really, really likes. War for Cybertron Megatron. And this is better. This is much better. Just taking a look here. It's bulkier, bigger. It does that. It's overall, I think this one is just much better than this. And I was hoping for this to be better. So that's unfortunate. Oh, and just because I also bought this, One Step Whirl. Now you can plug, I've hit the camera again. You can plug the blast effect into the front of the cannon, and that actually looks really cool. This is my favorite blast effect part. But he is also compatible with the other ones, so like, here's Shockwave if you want a lighter blast effect, or for some reason you want to make it blue. There's Optimus Prime. So they do all work. They are all compatible with each other. He doesn't have any of those like little ports for you to plug them into on the vehicles or on the robots like Optimus and Shockwave did. Like Optimus had them here, right? He doesn't have, he has that at the back. It's the only one that I've been able to find. So Yeah. Oh, and also these are removable too. They're just on little 5mm pegs. You can peg them in there if you want, or you can leave them off entirely. That's up to you. But the instructions say to go there, so they're going there. But now we're gonna take them off anyways because we got to transform it. So take those off. Take the cannon. The cannon's a pain in the butt. Take the cannon off. Cannon just up close here. The cannon looks really nice. I do quite like the way that this cannon looks. And I mean, I feel like this would look great on Titan's Return Megatron. But I don't have that figure, so I'm not going to show that off because I don't have it. But I feel like that would do great on Titan's Megatron. But anyways, this one here. Transformation's not great. First thing you want to do is come to the front and bring the legs down. Just like so. Fold out the feet. Fold these panels back and rotate at the thigh swivel. Just do all that right there. And then take the figure, turn around, stand him up. Unpeg the arms like that from the back. Take this section, fold it back here, and rotate the upper torso. Not the lower torso, but the upper torso. Then take these panels, fold them in, fold this back, and these will clip into place. Just like that. Stand it up. Rotate the arms around. Unfold the treads. And fold this triangular section in and straighten out the arms. And that's how you do the arms. And bing, bang, boom, we're done. And that's pretty much it. That's how you transform Megatron. And he looks a bit off because he's missing his fusion cannon. But other than that, he looks a bit off. And to me, it's the proportions. The proportions don't look great. He's got short arms, really long legs, and a stubby torso. In the show, he's wider and more squat. Here he looks lanky and tall. So the proportions are a bit off. Another complaint I have are his joints. They're so bad. Like, if you straighten him up and hold him like this, he just falls backwards. There he goes. There he goes again. Like, you can't get him into a good pose because his joints are just way too loose. And the arm joints as well. If you want to pose his fusion cannon up, yeah, good luck with that. That's not... He's very loose. His head's even really loose. So I'm hoping that that's just my copy and not anyone else's because I always end up with, like, the crappy version of the toy. So yeah, that's the joints. They're not great. Anyways, taking a quick look at the head. It's Cyberverse Megatron. There's, yeah, not much to that. Decepticon logo and some red paint, and that is it for all of the paint on this toy. Not a lot of paint. Most of the budget though for that went to this thing, so you win some, you lose some. That's how that's gonna work. But he does look neat. The back, one of the things that most people are worried about was if his legs were gonna be hollow, and they are, but they're covered pretty well. These panels do a pretty good job at covering that. Otherwise it'd just be like gaping holes, like what's it called? Oh my god, Siege Impactor, that's it. He does have a backpack and shoulder backpacks. I don't like the shoulders. I don't remember this being a design cue on the Cyberverse design, but I could be wrong. I could be very wrong about that because the box does cover the shoulders, so you know I can't remember. But they are an eyesore. They don't look very good. Overall, this figure just doesn't look too great. He looked better in the box, to be completely honest. For articulation, the head, ball joint, you can rotate. Arms are on ball joints. They can rotate. They can go out. They can come off really easily, too. That's kind of annoying. He has Studio Series Shatter Syndrome there. I do like the dedicated butterfly joint. Like, he actually has a butterfly joint. That is so cool. But if you go too far, the arm just comes off. Ball joint at the elbow, so you can swivel that. You have a wrist swivel, which is nice. Waist swivel below the waist. The upper one doesn't work anymore once the backpack's plugged in. Hips are on ball joints. Incredibly loose ball joints. You do have a thigh swivel. Loose knees. The knees are super loose, and I can't fix them because they're rivets, so you can't really pop those out without breaking the thing. That's kind of annoying. And the feet can move forward ever so slightly. They can move back, and he has pivot. And yeah, that's it. So he's definitely not He's definitely not great. I mean, if his joints were solid, I'd probably like him a lot more. But they're so bad. I feel like, I know I said in one of the previous videos Bumblebee was going to be the peg warmer. I want to take that statement back and say I think he's going to be the peg warmer, because there were like 3 of these things, 1 Shockwave, and nothing else when I went there this morning, because I picked him up this morning. So, yeah. Anyways, for comparisons, let's get him straightened out here. Here we have him next to Optimus, and they look good. They look good together. They do. They fit well. God, I keep hitting the camera. Each aesthetic looks nice. Oh, I forgot to attach these on. And the instructions say to put these missile pods on his legs. So you can do that if you want. I don't care about the missile pods too much, so that's why I forgot about them. But yeah, there's that. Here's Shockwave. He's definitely the better figure of the two. Optimus is still my favorite by a little bit, but yeah, also he's much better when you just take this off and forget it exists. He's so much better. Here's Siege Sideswipe, and again, the blast effects can fit on Siege figures. I also forgot to show this off. Siege weapons, they fit on those as well. So yeah, you can do that, which is really cool. But there's Siege Sideswipe next to him, about the same height. Here he is next to, Whirl. I'll talk about Whirl in another video. And here is other tank Megatron. And wow, I haven't seen these two next to each other because he's just always been in his tank mode. But he's small. They're all small. Holy crap. Look at that. This was $20. These are $30. But, I mean, I know inflation, the cost of plastic is why they're shrinking, blah, blah, blah. You do get a Build-A-Figure part with this, so, yeah. He's still much better, though. I know there's other Deluxe Tank Megatrons. He's the only one I own, and he's the only one that I've seen people actually like a lot. So, yeah. But overall, Megatron's meh. I wouldn't... He's not the best. I mean, like, you can put that in his hand, and if you want to do, like, a cool cannon firing pose for him, using that butterfly joint and all that sort of stuff. Come on. It's not gonna, you gotta do that. But then you see that ugly thing hanging off the bottom of his arm, and it just looks stupid, and the joints are not great. Hopefully that's just my copy and not anyone else's. Doesn't even want to stand up. Come on, stay. Yeah, hopefully it's just my copy, not anyone else's, because that would suck. Because he's cool in concept, but the toy sucks. It's not great. It's definitely the weakest of the 3, probably the weakest of the 4. I will eventually get Bumblebee. I'm not sure when, because I was at Toys R Us today, and the lineup was around the corner and down the hallway when I was checking out. So, yeah. Anyways, that's Megatron. That's it. Not much else to it. Follow me on Twitter, which is in the description. Bionicle Journey to Home stuff in the description. Follow me on Instagram. That's also in the description. Patreon's there as well. So, yeah. Hope you enjoyed this review. I will make one of this next and see you in the next one. So, goodbye.